Hi guys, I have a surprise box opening. What kind of a surprise? I knew this was coming. This is a replacement. I had mentioned a few times that Kim and I had done a swap for my Hispanic Realcare 2+ male and her G6 light African male. So we were going to do that swap, and then Heather and I were going to do a trade. So she would have an electronic baby, and then there was something that she had that I wanted. Well, Kim received my package, and my package never came. It never came, so we finally contacted the shipping company, and lo and behold, they lost it. So poor Kim for the last 2 months has felt horrible about this. She has not really been active in our group. I've noticed she's not been active on YouTube. She hasn't really been messaging Heather, Crystal, or I much because she felt so horrible about this. Well, right like the day before I left for my trip, her and I were talking, and I would talk to her off and on during this time, and it would usually be me contacting her, not her contacting me like usual. And when I did, it was usually very short. Not like snippy short, but she didn't really respond much. So, anyways, fast forward, her and I were talking, and I was searching eBay like I usually do, and I found what is in this box. And her and I were talking, and I'm like, okay, I know you feel bad about the lost package. And some of the things she's already been able to replace, she just hasn't sent them yet. But she felt horrible about the dolls being missed. And I say doll in plurals because she was going to surprise me with another doll. So I find this on eBay, and I message her. I'm like, hey, this is relatively approximate what the trade-off would be, and how would it sound if you just bought this for me and we called it good? And she was so excited. She was able to do it, and it worked out for us. So without further ado, I'm gonna open the box. It's been here it arrived when I was on my trip, so this has been in the house, sitting in my entryway for about a week. Or actually over a week, because it came when I was gone and I've been home for a few days. I just haven't had a chance to get this filmed. There was other things that I needed to get filmed once I got home before I could do this box opening. So I just want to get them out because my biggest thing was I wanted a G6 because I have been wanting to do videos with them. Because I have a lot of people asking me questions comparing a Generation 6 or Realcare 1 to Realcare 2, a 2+, and a 3. So for now, I will actually have all 3 of them, or all 4 of them. Because right now I have a 2, a 2+, and a 3. And I will eventually be selling the 6 because I will straight out say I am not fond of the Generation 6s. When they came out, they were great and fantastic because that was the best technology that we had at the time when it came to these babies. Well, after the 2 came out, I slowly started realizing that I liked the 2s better, and then the 2+s came out, and now the 3s, so sorry guys, Teffy, since I got home, has been all over me. Okay, lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Yeah, you. Lay down. So I am going to get this box open. Teffy, here. Not that I'm trying to get you out of the video. I don't want you in the box. Here, go lay by Jack. Lay down. Lay down. Okay. So we've got bubble wrap. And I look to be pretty well wrapped. let us see. Ooh. So they are in a little bit worse condition than expected, or at least this one is. This is the Generation 6. I should be able to get it cleaned up. It's going to do a lot of cleaning. There was no mention of it being dirty or literally, like in the pictures, there was none of like the nail polish or anything. And it just said that the back was missing, but I didn't realize how loose it was. This can be dealt with, that's fine. Okay, and it's missing the Velcro. But hopefully the electronics work. But we shall see what happens. I'm going to test both of these. And for the Generation 6 baby, it came with one diaper. I have the other diaper. And then we have got a native male 2+. And I'm hoping he works too. I have all the items for him, although I'm not exactly sure what happened to his head. It looks kind of squished. He doesn't have as a plump of head. But he is very dirty too. They are both really dirty, and in the auction it said nothing about being dirty. So we're going to have to see how this goes. First of all, I'm going to test them to make sure they work before anything. I mean, I might lightly clean them up, but I am very disappointed. Oh, I might be emailing them regardless, because, yeah, look at, one hand is chewed up, one foot is chewed up. These are in a lot rough shape than what the eBay auction says. I don't even think they were sold as is. Pull up the auction quick. And this is what's, like, when people ask me about buying on eBay, this is kind of the crapshoot about purchasing on eBay. You might get some dolls in fantastic shape, like the Realcare 3s that I got were in super, super, super shape. But from the pictures, you could tell they were a little dirty. It just says, these dolls came from a local school. I don't know any about their functionality. The G6 doesn't have a battery cover, and the neck seems kind of loose, which it's supposed to be that way. I'm including a diaper in the picture. These are sold as is. Technically, around that as is, I can get away with it because clearly the seller knew that chew marks shouldn't be on it and they shouldn't be covered in paint. So I'm going to be contacting the seller, honestly. There's a fly in here. First of all, before I do anything, I may end up filing with PayPal and be like, you know, selling something as is can only go so far. Like when I list stuff, it'll say as is, but I describe it. I don't just do a generic response like, clearly they are dirty, they could have put in there, need to be cleaned. So you can't just put a generic response and then say as is. Doesn't work that way. So I will be contacting the seller first, and then I will be contacting eBay. So, and like I said, this is the second in a row where I have not had the best box opening, because buying on eBay, like, people complain, oh, there was a Realcare on eBay that I want, but it's like $500. And then my next question is, do they say it works? And if they say, yeah, they say it works, that's why it's almost better to pay the higher price, because there are a few you can get more inexpensive, but then you might get something like this. So I'm going to contact the seller, and I will let you guys all know how this goes. I will see you all later. Bye.